Morning, truck buddies. Airborne trucker checking in from the house. So if you watched my last video, I did a load swap with a driver to get him home. He stayed in South Carolina, and the load was delivered in South Carolina, so I was empty. So just took advantage of the weekend. Went back down to Miami and West Palm Beach area. Just poked around for a little bit. Went to the casino, lost my shirt, didn't make enough to quit. So back in the truck. Just got dispatched about an hour ago. So heading up to the truck now. Got meatloaf this week for lunch, dinner. So that's pretty neat. But heading to Savannah. Owens Corner in Savannah. Now, when I seen the dispatch, when it popped up on my phone, I thought it was for here in Jacksonville, because we got, there's a shingle plant here too. But I got to go to Savannah to pick up and head to Greenville, North Carolina. Now, the good thing about that is they've got parking. Now, if I get there before 4 o'clock, I'll get unloaded, which I'm not even worried about that right now. I'm just glad that they have parking. So, get loaded up in Savannah. Traffic shouldn't be too bad. I don't think it's gonna be fairly early. And then when I get there though, the wait time sometimes used to be treacherous, to say the least. But it's all good though. Get there, get loaded, get on the road. 1 mile at a time, man. 1 mile at a time. Slowly getting excited about my new adventure. I'll put things in perspective once that day gets closer. So it is what it is. Life stops for no one, man. Life waits for no one, so it's up to you to make decisions that's gonna, set you up for success in the future for your family. It's nothing personal, it's just business. You gotta do right by your family first. Tell you follow me, been following me, I'm always talking about family first. Hands down, family first. So if a company appreciates you, they'll actions speak louder than words. That's just how I feel about that. But don't wait till your good driver decides to leave. Say, hey, hold on, wait a minute, hold on, where you going? I'm about to take my talents elsewhere. That's what I always preach about. If you keep a clean license, you do right by your previous employers, you shouldn't have no problem finding another job if you got the correct endorsements. But hey, like I said, I ain't gonna sit up there and cry about it. Life goes on, man. Life goes on. So, was gonna have my wife, my wife was gonna come back to pick me up, but I wanted to be on the road at 9 o'clock. She don't get her break till 9 o'clock. And I didn't want to be D'ing around waiting on her. So I knew she would pick me up, but I always had to have wait. I don't feel like waiting. I don't like rushing, and I don't like waiting on other folks. So what I gotta do is put my stuff in the truck, load up, and get on the road. I think it's like 130 miles or something like that. I know it's like a 2-hour ride to Savannah. That place, like I said, it was terrible for load times, man. So it's all about the time that you get there. It is what it is, man. It's like one of them places that, I think their union, they gotta do what they gotta do, man. They're gonna take their breaks and they're gonna work accordingly. It's gonna be a lot of places like that. You can't get frustrated. No matter what time you get there, you got no control over that. The only thing you control, like I say, is once you get loaded and delivering. That's the only control that you have, man. That's it. Everything else, no sense to get yourself worked up and flustered about it. But I do want to call this recruiter back. I guess probably today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. But I do got some questions I do need answered, though. Like I said, do have driver-facing cameras. They're governed at 65 miles an hour. They have a no-rider policy. So, like I said, there's going to be trade-offs with every company. It's all about what are you willing to tolerate. Like some folks say, they don't want a driver-facing camera. It's a no-go for them. Hey, I got it. You know, I'm fairly a safe driver, so it's not gonna matter to me. And it doesn't really record unless you do something crazy, i.e., you run a stop sign, or you're just not driving safe. I think that's what triggers it, or something like that. But it doesn't record you all the time. The same thing with TMC. They have outward-facing cameras. You know, most of it's to protect you, because it's gonna be your word against the other person's word about whatever the hell's going on, what happened, or lack thereof. Go ahead and load up the truck. Get on the road, man. Like I said, it was a quiet weekend, a long, peaceful weekend. You know, it was freaking awesome, man. Freaking awesome. Did that ass backwards. Just drove around a big ass circle. Special, man, I'm telling you. But yeah, I got most of my truck out the stuff. Most of my stuff out the truck, man. And they got that dumpster full. Somebody taking advantage of it. I don't blame them. They got like a little 2 or 3 yard dumpster for out here. Folks are taking advantage of it. I mean, it's crazy, but at least they're putting the damn trash in the dumpster, not leaving it all over the damn lot. Like I said, I don't like paying for parking, but I'm paying for the convenience, man. I know that I'm always gonna have a spot. It don't matter if I get here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, 3 in the morning, 9 at night. I've got an assigned parking spot, point blank. It's convenient, and it's by my house. Like, there's other places that you can, attempt to try to park, but it's just too many unknowns, man. Too many unknowns. There's a Walmart down the street. It's like about a 10-minute ride or so. A whole bunch of trucks park over there. And the way how they park, I think it's just a matter of time until they shut that parking down. But who knows? But like I said, at least here, signed spot, fairly quiet, it's close to the house. And I noticed since I've been running my truck more, my exhaust stopped. So maybe just from sitting up for so long, that's why I was having problems. But we're gonna load the truck, we'll get on the road. All right, so I'm gonna do a once over of this trailer because it was like damn near 8, 9 o'clock when I got it from old Leroy. All right, that's one of them things. You always want to double check your dunnage at all times, every time I stop. All right, so shadows move, strap's not tight. So I'm gonna tighten it up right quick and get on about my way. I'll let Junior work on the suntan this week. It's a fairly new trailer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 94,000 miles, a fairly new trailer. Joking and about lost the mud flap. go ahead and take the damn 2 minutes and go ahead and tighten it up. All I do is loosen those bolts, move the mud flap up. Crazy. Yeah, the dunnage is all thrown in there, crooked, so I'm gonna tighten that up, finish that up, and then get on the road. Like I said, fairly decent trailer, you know. But let me do this flap, the dunnage, and beat feet. 10 minutes later. All right, so I got that taken care of. It's 12 pieces of dunnage. Usually I carry around about, I think they give us 8. But sometimes you go places you need like 10 to 12, depending on what you're getting. So put them all nice together, nice and tight, nice and snug. You always double check that stuff, you know, throughout your day when you're doing your load checks and whatnot. Fix my flapper. Like I said, last person or person before Leroy that had it might have ran over something or was getting close to running something over. That's why it stretched like that, but it didn't come off. When it does come off, all you do is just push it back up and tighten it down. So that's that. All right, so we can tally ho now. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to look at it Friday night because it was pitch black dark out here. But not bad. Not bad. Probably stop along the way. I'm actually going towards Kinley. Stop and get a truck wash for the week. Be done with that. Like I said, I got my snacks for the week. And these are pretty good. They actually have another one that's out that's peanut butter and honey. Not too bad, nice little snack. Lunch meat, meatloaf. I think I got a couple of lamb chops in there too. So I'm good to go. It's time to roll. I hope you can hear me. Damn wind's cutting up like a mofo. There it is, man. Gonna head up on out there to North Carolina. I'm gonna stop in Kinley, get a truck wash if I can. Then head on to my way. Head on to my drop. They got parking. Should get around by 8 o'clock tonight. Be good to go for tomorrow. Saw them P&S trucks over there cutting down the rates. Cutting down the daggone race, PNS. Get out of here. Get out of here. That's it, man. I'm surprised he didn't put this little one in the front. But, I mean, it don't matter. But I kind of wish he would have put it in the front. Ain't no big deal. Say, load you fairly quick. I got here at a good time because, like, 5 trucks, all those guys pulled in after me. So, very simple. Say, check your dunnage. Good on that. And we're gonna make it do what it do, man. And the truck's filthy. I just got the truck wash. Was it Thursday or something like that? I can't remember. But that's what that looks like, man. Get on down the street. 370 miles. Kinley, the next stop. All right, there we go. So the place had parking. Go ahead and get her done in the morning. Take all your stuff off, put it away, and you gotta deal around with it in the morning, especially like if you're somewhere where it's like inclement weather or it's gonna be something crazy tomorrow. Go ahead and take your stuff off. I mean, literally all I gotta do is pull around the corner and go straight ahead. It's fairly quiet out here. It's gonna be about 40 tonight. Don't have to idle. Might turn the bunk heater on, maybe. Don't know. Didn't stop and do the truck wash. I just was like, F it. It's only Monday. So it'll get done eventually. I had heard a noise about a mile out. So of course I checked around the trailer, check tires and stuff like that. Make sure I don't pop a tire or anything like that. But all I have to do is walk up in there, check in, and then I can pull into the gate. So I'm not sure how their gate works, so I'll just park here on the street. I mean, if you're not sure, so you don't get woken up in the morning, just park on the side. Ain't no big deal. So, like I said, somebody else pulls up, then they pull up. I don't care. There's more than enough room for them to get around if need be. But I'll see y'all in the morning. Morning, truck buddies. Airborne Trucker checking in from Greenville, North Carolina. So I got up this morning, had my alarm set for 6. Damn, had a knock on the side of the door. It sounded like anyway, about 5:30. So I got up, but I ain't see nobody. So I laid back down, or tried to. But sometimes you sleep good, sometimes you don't. So with me, it's hit or miss. So we're waiting to get unloaded. Already checked in. It's funny how the workers are like already here, but the actual management aren't here yet. They got the keys to the building and they're not here yet. So them guys are just going in, getting ready to go into the building to get ready to go to work. Like I said, all the workers are here, but nobody's here to open the gate, because that makes a lot of sense. The guy already came out and got my paperwork, so all I gotta do is just wait. Like I said, I wasn't 100% sure about parking right there in the front, so I was parked here on the side. So apparently I did the right thing, because I know they got to get their trucks loaded and get their trucks out. Like I said, when in doubt, just stop. It ain't no big deal. Shout out to all my truck buddies. Like I said, it's just amazing the reach that I have. Just the almost 7,000 subscribers. It's kind of neat to like I said, I read all the comments when I have time, and I try to respond to everybody. And it's kind of cool to see the reach of different people out there that's watching my channel and telling their stories about their situation with their jobs and how they decided to do what they had to do and move on. So it's like an honor, and it's touching. It's pretty neat that to meet other people in different industries that's pretty much having the same problems or having the same issues, and they're doing something about it. So I think it's pretty neat. So we're gonna see how the rest of this week goes. It's Tuesday. With me not delivering Monday when I swapped loads with that driver to get him home. So technically I'm gonna be short of load this week, which whatever, man, it happens. It's like I say, it's trucking, man. Some things that, in theory you can have 5 loads and still have a crap week. I've been there. Sometimes you can have, 2 loads and have a decent week. I've been there too. So you got to prepare for the roller coaster, man. Just, if you're gonna get into trucking, man, it's a roller coaster. All right, it's gonna be a roller coaster. It don't matter if you're a company driver, lease purchase, owner operator, or whatever your title is in the industry. It's gonna be a roller coaster. So that's why I always say you gotta plan accordingly. You gotta try to budget the best that you can with what you have. Now, I always say there's things I used to talk about in previous videos. If you get into trucking, don't do it for the money, because you're not gonna get rich your first year. All right, the first, especially with flatbed, the first 6 to 8 months, it's gonna be, you gotta get your routine, you gotta get your system. And now with how freight is, there's no how long it's gonna take. So don't do it for the money. All right, if trucking is your dream job, that's something that you want to do, hey, then go for it, go with it. Now, if you already have a steady career, a straight up steady career that you're making decent money, you know that you're gonna get a salary, you're gonna get a set amount of money. Hey, don't walk away from that just to get in the trucking on a whim because it's your dream. You know, even if you don't feel fulfilled at your job, you can't pay your bills on being fulfilled. Just just don't want to go be fulfilled at trucking or whatever the case might be. You have bills to pay, so you might have a career that it's paying all the bills. You might have a little bit left over. Hey, stick with it until you do more research about trucking. All right, that's more like if you're about to retire from like the military or retire from somewhere. Go ahead and finish that out. All right, if you're in the military and you're just about ready to retire, go ahead and finish that up. And if you want to get into trucking, do it then. But to walk away from any kind of a career, with guaranteed pay, is foolish to me. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. So I'm 42 years old now. If I would have stayed in the military, I would have retired. It's 2024. I would have retired last March, but it wasn't in my plans to stay in the military to retire. I wish I could have, but the two things I've always said, if I would have stayed in the military, one of two things or both would have happened. One, I would have been divorced. Two, I would have been dead. Now I only say that because I'm not being funny about this. I take this serious. I say dead because, or possibility, when I was in Fort Hood, I could have went back to Fort Bragg. Now, at the time, this is still during, Afghanistan, stuff going on like that. Now, I've been fortunate and blessed, and a lot of my other buddies have been blessed to, come back home. Being deployed is like gambling. It's like going to Vegas. The house always wins, man. You'll win, you'll get up, but when it's all said and done, the house will win. And I've had too many close calls being deployed to try to chance fate one more time. So that's why I went ahead and just said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get out. They weren't really offering me nothing else. So that's why I got out the military in 2013. That's just my opinion. Do I regret it? No. Anything could have happened. The one or two things, another thing, or neither one of those things could have happened. But at the time, I was just thinking about my situation, my marriage. I was like, if I want my marriage to work, it's best for me to go ahead and get out. But it worked out. Like I said, of course you can do hindsight looking back like, oh, I wish I would have did this or wish I would have did that. And I've got no regrets, man. I've met a lot of cool people. Still got Army buddies to this day, But I won't change it for the world, man. That's just how I feel about it, If it was a different time, then maybe I would have stayed in for another, 5 or 10 years. But at that time, I've already had 3 deployments. Too many close calls? Nah, I'm not taking that chance. All right, but enough of memory lane. The guy already got my paperwork. He said they're gonna load their trucks. He's gonna tell me to come in, and then I'm gonna get unloaded and see where I'm heading next. I'm not sure what I'm close to. I usually don't run North Carolina, but I'm in a decent little area, I think, for a reload. But they always say be unloaded first thing in the morning to get a decent load. We'll see. Stuff's too funny. So I'm just sitting here minding my business. I'm trying to edit my video and get everything going. Just waiting to get called in to get unloaded. Now there's a hot shot behind me, but I think he already walked inside I guess he's going to pick up some shingles or something. He's going to pick up something. And I seen another guy walk up. He walks inside. He walks back. Now I'm assuming he got out the truck. I'm not 100% sure. But I thought he was talking about something random, so I rolled my window down. Say, hey, what's up, man? It's like started saying something like, you wouldn't happen to have a cigarette. He said, I'm getting ready to go on a long walk or something crazy. It's like, you wouldn't happen to have a cigarette, would you? I said, nah, man, I don't smoke. I said, yeah, I'm trying to quit myself, but times are hard, rough economy or something to that effect. I said, hey, it's a good time to start smoking. You don't have one. yeah, you're right. It's only things like thought they about wave me in. It was like, you wouldn't happen to have $5, would you? Like, bro, you just said it's a bad economy. I don't have cash on me, which I hardly ever carry cash, but I'm telling you, man, you'll meet some characters out here, man. Some freaking characters, You just talking about, things, the economy's kind of rough. So you think I got $5? If I don't have cigarettes are like, I think the cheapest are like $7 or $8 a pack. And that's like a no-name brand, depending on where you're at. All right, so if you can't afford to smoke, you don't need to smoke. That's just my opinion. Now it's different. Like when I was in the military, I used to smoke, and we used to have, we used to play smoking games and whatnot. Back in the day, it was like our thing was, people of color would smoke Newports, but me, I smoked those Camel Crush, that green pack. Now, if you know about that green pack, my smokers know what I'm talking about, man. Man, pop the filter, boy. That's a lot of menthol, man. That was a good feeling. But we play a game called Party Pack. Now, if you're sitting there smoking, or you get ready to take your cigarettes out, if you at the smoke pit, or you just somewhere in general, you better be careful, because you pull out that pack of cigarettes and somebody say Party Pack, everybody gets a cigarette. I mean, that's just some silly games we used to play on deployments just to pass time, man. Just and just to get pass time. But yeah, boy, you better be careful pulling out them menthols, man, because I'm telling you, somebody called Party Pack, you mess around and open up a brand new pack of cigarettes, you even gave half of them away. But that's how some guys would get their cigarettes, man. Playing Party Pack, just be walking around, and just get you just like that. Party Pack, give them up, run them. All right, I had just one tall skid. That one tall skid caused me not to be able to use my steel tarps. No big deal. So I got a clean inspection, got that done. Now my thing is, they got a quarter to me, gotta be. So they figure empty TMC truck, they're pretty squared away. Let me get this inspection right quick. So I'm heading to Jefferson, Georgia. Now, in the dispatch notes, it said it has parking at McDonald's. So of course I pull up Google Earth to check out this McDonald's that's like about 10 minutes away. And it says no truck parking. Big old white signs, no truck parking. So sometimes you gotta be wary of stuff like that. When it says parking, sometimes you still gotta do your own research to make sure there's legit legal parking, and there's not. So the appointment's for 12 o'clock, so I plan on stopping somewhere on 85 in Georgia. See, I gotta get a shower. If I can squeeze in a truck wash, I'll do that too. But if not, I ain't gonna worry about it. But yeah, man, that one skid right there, man. If that skid was like right there, feels like a foot and a half shorter, I could have used my damn steel tarp on the front too. So we got a mullet tarp job going on here. So it loaded me fairly quickly. It's 1 o'clock. It's an 8-hour ride. I think it's an 8-hour ride. It was, shoot, I forgot how many miles it was. But it ain't gonna matter. I can't park up nowhere. I can't get, I'll get majority of the way there. So I'll stop, get a shower, and truck wash if possible. If not, no big deal. All right, let's get to the dirty South. Georgia bound, let's go. All right, truck buddies, so I stopped for the night. About an hour left on my clock. Still got about a 45-minute ride, 41 miles. No big deal. Get my time back at 8. Probably wake up at 8, 9 o'clock, whenever I wake up. don't want to get there too early, just in case I get turned around. The place don't have parking, so I got to time it just right. So if I can get there, get there, untarp and unstrap and all that good stuff, and not have any issues. There's quite a few places that we pick up in the area, so the reload should be interesting. With it being Wednesday tomorrow, that's should be getting some heading to Florida. That's just how it is. Like I said, I'm gonna be a load short this week. Nothing you can do about it. So, got a little bit of rain. I guess that'll take care of my Peter. I stopped earlier. I got a shower filled up. The line was just a little too long. I would have to burn another hour for a truck wash, at least an hour. And as you can see, I only got an hour left on my clock. So I've been pushing it, trying to make it to Georgia. I wanted to make it to Georgia tonight, to the rest area. I could have went another, I think, 10 miles or so, probably less than that. And there was a weigh station, but since I found a spot here, shut it down here, and start again tomorrow morning. All right, truck buddies, we'll see you in the next one.